everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And at his best, Robert Griffin III can be almost mesmerizing to watch, not just for us as fans, but also for defenses. And he can really carve them up with his arm and his legs. If he puts it all together, look out. You've got a long game ahead of you.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Set, wide, 20,
Second down, Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Third down from the gun, Dalton, and Eifert has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first downs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Wide 20. Wide 20. Yeah. Hut.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Surveying the field. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Griffin caught left side. It's Barnidge. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. After the pick, offense comes out now. Completion is made across the middle of the field, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 7. Offense out now following the INT. Mingo's got the sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Browns with the ball midway through the second. Barnage is the target on the quick pass, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 7. Continuing on the drive, here we get a quick pass and completion, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Bang!
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three. We got three. 3 down.
They send Green to the left on his own. To throw here, Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run again with Bernard. And some space here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So these two teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bernard. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Bengals are going to have a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And Dalton hands to Hill. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he was able to shoot. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, here's Bernard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Carry for Bernard. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now Bernard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And an important spot here as on comes the veteran kicker, Mike Nugent. This to almost certainly win the football game.
And Nugent puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. Here comes Gilbert. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.